10 days ago. Missing globally may be iodine in deep oceans. It's iodine now. The mystery of Earth's missing heat may have been solved. Whoa! Why, pray? It could lurk deep in oceans, temporarily masking the climate-warming effects of greenhouse gas emissions, researchers reported on Sunday. Climate scientists have long wondered where this so-called missing heat was going, especially over the last decade when greenhouse emissions kept increasing but world air temperatures did not rise correspondingly. Little question. Why do you think there's missing heat? Well, it's our climate models. Yes, shite in, shite out. What you put in, you get out. So that this is how they do it, these climate models. So now it's bloody hiding. This guy's going looking for it. Ooh, quick hide. Quite quick hide, someone's coming. Act as if you're cold. Ooh. No, it's cold, there's no heat. It's hiding. I mean, what is this? First grade, second grade we're talking about? It's bloody ludicrous. And all this, which will raise the cost of living in Australia, of course it will. Rubbish that it won't. Has been justified by a bloody lie. And they want to justify it far worse than that. As I'll come to. This is how it's done. The headquarters dictates carbon tax. So all these different countries are pressing for carbon tax. And in this country, the whole wolf in sheep's clothing, and these two, both Fabians, are doing the bidding of the people that control them. I hate you, I do, and I hate you. But it will make the front page. Bloody hell. And we come to this, the Club of Rome. I mentioned earlier that this was specifically created to use the environment to justify the agenda of centralization of power and the transformation of human society. This is Aurelio Pecci, founder of the Club of Rome, quoted in their own document, The First Global Revolution, 1991. In searching for a new enemy to unite us, we came up with the idea that pollution, the threat of global warming, water shortages, famine, and the like would fit the bill. Which brings me to this. And this is really important for people to know. Agenda 21. It's being played out through the United Nations in league with another thing called the biodiversity treaties and whatever. And they want to use the environment to dramatically transform in unimaginable ways global society, including reducing the global population to between, depending which document you read, 500 million and 1 billion, when there are currently 7 billion. It will make Orwell's 1984 seem like human freedom beyond imagination, where these people want to go. And just to show you they mean business about the population, this is a map of the biodiversity treaty, America. They've actually published it. The red bits are core reserves and corridors, little to no human use. Look at it. The yellow bits are buffer zones, highly regulated use. Then there's these bits that are whatever they are, and then only the green bits, here, only these are normal use. Of course, you need a dramatic reduction in the population if you're going to bring this about. And Australia is signed up to this bugger, like Britain is, about 200 other countries. America's not signed up to it, though it supports it, because somebody saw this and the documents that went with it and alerted people in America to it, and so the government couldn't actually sign up to it because of that exposure. And it's this smart meter, smart electrical grid, that is being introduced, blueprint, all over the world, California, Europe. Europe says it wants everyone, or 80% on this smart grid, smart meters by 2020. They're being introduced, of course, in Australia. what they actually are, I'll explain. And electricity is only part of it. What these smart meters do is create a version of the wireless internet, wireless communication between the smart meters in general on different houses, and also communicating with a central point. And this is in their own documents. This is not me making this up. And I've done this in detail in the new book and shown what they say. They have this plan to bathe the home, and if you have a smart meter, it's already bathed in another radiation field, to start having microchips in domestic appliances that also communicate with the central point. So they can turn your fridge off. This is in the documents. They can turn your heating down from a central point. You've got no power over that. They can tell through this system how many are in the home, how many are resident in the house at any one time. They can tell whether you open the fridge door. All these different things in great detail. If you go on the internet, on YouTube, and put smart grid conspiracy or something like that, you'll see some very good films explaining this. And it is a total Big Brother surveillance operation, but more than that, as I'll come to, as well as controlling us in ways that we've never been controlled before. Like I say, they'll be able to do all these things and control all these things and turn the electricity off. They've said that. If necessary, they can turn the electricity off in a home just like that. This is absolutely part of it. This might make some people chuckle, even in this room of open-minded people. But what you're looking at is an information transmitter. What this smart grid, smart meter stuff is, on one level, and a very important part of it, is to deliver information into our homes within the frequency range of human brain activity and plant thoughts and perceptions while we're going about our daily lives in our own homes. And I understand if a lot of people go, what was he saying? Well, in the kind of 70s and 80s, there was a famous incident when it was found that the Soviet Union was broadcasting into the United States something called the woodpecker signal. They call it the woodpecker signal because it went rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. And this was delivering information into America within this frequency range I'm talking about. And this is a guy called Dr. Robert Beck, an expert in nuclear engineering, and Michael Persinger of Laurentian University in Canada, expert in extremely low frequency radiation. They made a study of the potential of electromagnetic mind control. And this Dr. Beck told a Psychotronics Association conference in 1979. Imagine what we can do now, 2011. He told the conference that human subjects exposed to certain extremely low frequency field patterns reported sensations of uneasiness, depression, and foreboding. He said that he had measured the Russian woodpecker signal and found that it was acting like gangbusters right in the window of human psychoactivity. And here's the punchline. The signal was permeating power grids in the United States. It was picked up by power lines, re-radiated, and it was coming into homes on the light circuits. That is what they were doing then, hacking in to the electrical system that we've had up to this point. What the smart meter, smart grids is, and they openly say they want the smart grids in every country connected to the smart grids in every other country, so it's a global system. They are building before our eyes a purpose-built electrical system designed specifically to deliver information into our homes within the human brain activity frequency range. That's what they're doing. And we need to resist this en masse and refuse to let these things be installed in our homes. Because this is what's happening.